I'm Laura Rose, and I'm here with Fantascize.com to bring you another video book review in our series of book reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Words of Radiance by Sanderson, and I also did review his first book, Way of Kings, in another video, so go check that out. This is an amazing book, of course. Sanderson did it again. The first thing I noticed is I picked up the hardcover, and the cover has my love, Kaladin, on it, which is really exciting. He's so amazing. And the cover art in this book is just beautiful. You can see on the inside, Shallon's in there just looking radiant as always. And on the back, Roshar in color. So Sanderson clearly watched my video and decided to give me an even better map than last time. Thanks for that, buddy. And on the back, Szeth just murdering the shit out of people, which is cool. So this book follows our four main characters again, back in the land of Roshar. I'm supposed to try to give you guys a summary and stuff, but if you've read one of these books, you know there's a lot of shit going on. So I'll do my best to kind of cover everything. We are back following everyone as they deal with the imminent apocalypse and how their powers are starting to come to life as they try to fight the Parshendi and all the creatures that are coming from the dark. Shallon is our main focus on this book, and Sanderson did say that he was going to start, have a focus on each character. So Shallon is traveling towards the Shattered Plains. She wants to meet up with Adolin and meet everybody, and she's also trying to help Jasna as they try to figure out the secret of the hidden plains and find the missing cities and all that stuff. If you read the first book, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go read that book first, or else you're going to get some spoilers right now. Then we also see Adolin and Dalinar and them trying to really unite the kingdom to start fighting in a way that they think is right, and Dalinar knows that the end is coming and that the shit that they're doing in the Shattered Plains is not even worth it, but nobody listens to him because they think he's fucking crazy. That we also see Kaladin again. Kaladin, right here on the cover, love of my life. I have a huge crush on him. Like happens when you read a book, you can't help it. Fictional characters. In the first book he represented a lot of strength and hope and resilience. But in this book, as one of our readers from our site said, Alex from Vancouver, Kaladin has a giant stick up his ass the whole time, which is so true. It's so interesting how you can be in love with a character in one book and the next book you're just like, you're so arrogant and annoying right now. And then our last character, of course, Szeth, who is mysterious as always, just going through the world a hot mess, essentially. So Szeth is not having a good year. And the one thing I want to know when I'm reading is he's, doing really awesome at surge binding. We see that in the very first book in the opening, and now we're learning as Kaladin starts to realize his powers, and I'm like, how did Szeth learn all that? That's what I want to know. And of course Sanderson doesn't answer any of those questions because he still has 8 more fucking books to write, so hopefully eventually we'll find that out. So what we saw in the last book was that things are happening, the Parshendi War is coming pretty intensely, and they know that the Everstorm is going to be coming soon, and we're just essentially following them as they try to understand that and figure that out, and shit really hits the fan in this book. There's a lot of miscommunication. I was really frustrated a lot of this book. I just wish the characters would talk to each other more and be honest with each other. Like Kaladin is walking around the whole time knowing that he can probably help, but he just kind of has a dick the whole entire book, and you're just so annoyed with him. And you see what's happening, his pride's getting in the way. He's so prejudiced against everyone when he's been being prejudiced against his whole life. And you're like, Kaladin, you're doing exactly what people have done to you. Just stop being such an asshole. Luckily, I think the payoff in the end is really good. It was worth it, but the whole time I was reading it, just like, I'm so annoyed right now. I wish I could, have them whip out their cell phones and be like, what's up, dude? Yeah, no big deal. Let's talk. No, they don't do any of that because, it's set in ancient medieval times and there's no cell phones or computers for them to just talk to each other. Shallon is the focus of the book. She is really awesome. The only point that I have to make is that when Sanderson focuses on one character and really writes their story, the other characters kind of fade a little bit. They're not as interesting, but you're really focused on her. You want to learn more about her story. So, I don't know, it's kind of interesting writing style because you want to learn more about her, and her story is really captivating. Then you get to Dalinar, who just can't do shit half the book, and you just don't care. Like, okay, I get it. you know you're right and you're trying to convince people that they're wrong and they're just not listening. Point made. Get to Shallon. So I really like Shallon's story in this book because they dig deep into her past. In the last book, they talked about Kaladin and his story, and it was really straightforward. It was like, this is what happened, and this is how it happened. Shallon's like way more mysterious. He alludes to like this big secret that she has the whole time and in this book, and you're just like waiting to figure out what it is. And I really like it because you see a lot more about her and her pain and her suffering and how strong she really is and how she's putting her family first even though like her life has been really difficult. And you just kind of side with her, and it really reiterates one of the big themes, I think, of this book, which is fake it till you make it, or as I like to call it, confidence in the face of fear. She essentially is scared shitless the whole time and doesn't have any idea what she's doing, but she is starting to learn that if you just fake it, and you know that's her power, just like tell the lies and like pretend like you are that person, you're gonna go far. And I think that's something really cool to like identify within your whole life. Like, you might have something you want to do, but you have no idea, but as long as you have confidence and believe in yourself and keep trying, you're going to figure it out eventually, and Shallon really represents that a lot in the book. Another big theme is religion. So we've seen this in the last book as well, but that was a lot of religion and science. This one kind of goes into like the history of religion and how people have maybe altered it and changed it, and how historical representations can be changed over time and to represent what the church wants. I really like that he touches on that in this book a lot, about how things might not always be what they seem. You know, you can't just follow religion blindly without maybe like a grain of salt and really learning that things have been altered, things can be changed. People say what they want you to believe in. It might not actually be like what the gods want. So you can take that as you want it. That's getting pretty deep, but you know, this book gets a little bit deep. I really like how Sanderson has a little bit of comic relief in this book. You know, the soldiers, the bridgemen are kind of getting their own personalities, so there's a little bit of funny in here, which is awesome. And I also like how Sanderson just like nonchalantly throws out like deep quotes in the middle of his characters talking. Like one of them is like, we're all part of the cosmere existing and identifying itself, but then he just keeps talking. Like the characters don't even realize that they're like super profound at some moments, which I think maybe is something that all of us are. We might say some really smart shit, and we might say some really stupid shit. So all in all, this book was awesome. I spent a lot of time being frustrated with the characters, which I think you're supposed to be doing because you're just annoyed that they can't figure their shit out. And at the end, I couldn't put it down. Like the notes that I started writing for the review at the end are just like, I love it. I want to read it again. I can't stop. And it was so good. Oh my gosh. I cried. I'm not going to lie. I was just like, oh, like the payoff is so good. It's awesome. So you should definitely check this out. The only bad thing is now we have to wait for so long for the next book to come out because this is the most recent one he's written. So we've got 8 more coming, and gosh, I'm nervous. Who's gonna die? Well, I have no idea, but you know and I know that someone's gonna die that we love. So maybe we should just stop here while we're ahead. Definitely go check this out. Check out our website. Subscribe to our videos. I will be reviewing Sanderson's whole series, so you've got like 60 more years to watch me. It's going to be awesome. Check out our Facebook page and go to our website. And you can talk to me on our forums, so go do that. I post all the time, and I want friends, so come be my friend. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!